Screw it, guys. Everyone's doing it, so I'm going to do it too. Okay. And I've had a few people ask me in the comments what my thoughts are. Why don't you bring up the Trump and Elon fiasco? Don't you know that impacts the price too? That impacts the price too. Trump and Elon. Yeah, that's the point of this video. It's going to be a very short video. Um, yeah, they were buddies. They were good friends. And now they're at each other's throats. And well, maybe not so much at each other's throats. They seem like they're calming down a little bit. There's a little aggression at first, but now they're. It reminds me of a high school breakup, right? Like you break up, it's public, everybody knows your shit on the socials, right? And then after a day or two, after you go to sleep, you wake up the next day, you're like, oh damn it, I probably shouldn't be putting my whole personal life or their personal life on blast for everyone to see. I was upset. Take it away. It's that classic like high school breakup stuff, right? We've all seen it. We maybe some of us have done it, right? But we've all seen that happen before. Everybody's got a Facebook or a Instagram or whatever where people make those kind of remarks. Um, my thoughts are that, and some people are theorizing that this was an orchestrated 4D chess, 5D chess kind of play to get people on the left to finally be like, show us the Epstein files, and people on the right to be like, show us the Epstein files, so that they all come together and want the Epstein files to be released. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think this is 4D chess. If it were 4D chess, here's how I can prove it, right? If it were 4D chess and Trump and Elon orchestrated this bonking of heads together just to stir up the markets or do whatever, there's some kind of underlying alternative purpose behind it. Elon wouldn't have deleted his tweets. He wouldn't have deleted his posts. The fact that he deleted his posts says shame. Shame. I'm ashamed that, and he's not a person that gets ashamed. But him and Trump were friends. We're good friends. He even said he loved Trump, man. And Trump probably loves Elon too. But Trump's got people he has to answer to. Elon has people he has to answer to. And they're both big dogs, man. You got two bulls in the ring. They're gonna butt heads at times. And Elon, I love Elon. If it came to Team Trump or Team Elon, I'm definitely a Team Elon guy. And I'm not trying to offend the Trumpsters or anything. I voted for Trump, and I think Trump's doing a good job. But obviously this big beautiful bill thing is on everybody's radar, and it seems to be a bad thing. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think the big beautiful bill, if it goes through, it's only going to pump our bags. And as much as I care about the U.S. dollar, as much as I really care about that, and I cling to my U.S. dollars for wealth and for abundance, a downfall of the U.S. dollar would actually be the uprising of Bitcoin. And what if this whole big beautiful bill, this $5 trillion they print and they put more debt, what if they use that to buy more crypto, which will then only actually back the value of the dollar? You know what I mean? Like, because if the United States is the largest, we are the reserve currency of the world with the US dollar, but you also hold the new world reserve currency, like, and you could maybe back it financially. Like, this could actually be a way to quote unquote save the dollar. I don't know, maybe not. If there's any kind of 4D chess, that's what's going on. But I don't think that this is a fake generated scenario. They're both smart people, and they might try to play it off like that because they know how people are. Maybe they won't. I feel like they'll be honest about it. We'll see. But I don't think this was an orchestrated event. I think if it was, Elon wouldn't have deleted the tweets. If it was orchestrated, Elon wouldn't have deleted the tweets. The fact that he deleted it says shame, in my opinion. It says shame. Either that or I'm duped. I've gotten convinced. But the thing is, and even though I said I'm Team Elon, I know who this. I don't know who he is. I don't know him personally, but what I know of him from people that have spent time with him, and people have done like studies on him, written books about him, who've lived with him. He's got a dark side, and when that dark side comes out, you better stay out of his way. Like screaming, yelling, maybe not screaming, yelling. I don't know, but just like super intense, like a personality shift, dark side, and he can get like that, and if that hold on, my daughter's crying. Hold on. Everything's okay. I think she like pinched herself or something. My wife's got her. I want to make sure she's okay, and then I also didn't want you guys to just hear loud screaming cries. But she's okay. Sounds like she just got a little owie. But Elon's got a dark side, guys, and I think we've all just seen a little taste of that dark side, right? Like, That's what that is, and I think he's a smart guy. I think Trump's a smart guy. Whether they're good guys or not, I don't know, man. I would hope they are. I hope they are because they're in very high positions of power. But will this have any kind of reaction on the markets? Everyone's saying that it will. I don't think Trump and Elon has anything to do with the markets. I do think that this big beautiful bill will impact the markets, and I think that it'll impact the markets in a really good way. It might hurt the economy in the long run, but in the short run, this year, man, dude, if we get $5 trillion pumped out into the markets, global M2 money supply is going up, like interest rates drop down. I mean, maybe Bitcoin will be worth $1 million this cycle after all. I don't know. What if, okay, let's just say any of us were in the White House right now, crypto minded people, right? And you raise the debt ceiling up $5 trillion. What if they put 1% of that into Bitcoin, right? 1% of 5 trillion, what is that? That's $50 billion, right? What if they put 10% in there? What if they put the whole freaking thing in there? What if this whole package, if I was in the White House, I would think, okay, Bitcoin is going to replace the dollar as the world reserve currency. The best way to make the dollar relevant is to maybe have it backed by Bitcoin, kind of go to a Bitcoin standard like we had the gold standard before, maybe. And if we print all this money out and devalue the dollar, if we just replace that devaluation with extra valuation in Bitcoin, that actually probably be good for all kinds of things in the macroeconomical environment that the United States has right now. So I mean, I don't know. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, not a psychic. I'm just saying it wouldn't be a bad thing if this bill went through for our bags, right? Devaluing the dollar, pumping out more money, more spending. That's going to help send things through the roof. I certainly don't think it's a bad thing. It might lead to bad things later in the future, and it might be out of character for what Trump has made himself out to be this person who's cutting the deficit and not trying to add to it. And now we got a 180, right? The beef between Elon and Trump is real, but that, I don't think, whether they've got beef, whether they're cordial, whether they're friends, I don't think that has an impact on the market. I do think that this new monetary policy that's coming out might, that obviously might. So I don't know, guys. I got nothing else to say. I hope you enjoyed this story time with C-Zar. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.